All right, why don't we get started? I want to thank everyone for coming to this call and taking time out of their day to join us on this webinar. And we're really excited about the Living Promise product and Legacy Safeguard. And because we know your time is valuable, we're going to ask that you jot down any questions that you have during the presentation. At the end of the call, we'll give you a phone number so that you can give us a call and we'll answer all the questions that you have. And today we're fortunate to have the Executive Vice President of Legacy Safeguard, Stephen Prance, with us today. Stephen's going to share with us information about how this valuable service will help your clients and also help you build your agency. So without further ado, Stephen, please come on board.
Well, sure. Well, thank you so much, Alan. And like Alan said, we'll appreciate everyone for taking time. We understand that this is time out of the field, and I really believe, and even from our experience in these training webinars, that today will be very beneficial, and you are investing in your own business just by attending. What we're going to cover is going to be an exciting new partnership that we have with United of Omaha, our Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company. And we're going to walk through a couple of key pieces today. We're going to talk about the untapped market that file expense has in front of us, and right here in this day and age, this is really the tipping point of where the market's going. And then we're going to walk through the file expense solution itself, some product details, and there is not another brand I know you all can I'm sure agree with in your communities and in your neighborhoods. When you're face to face with someone, when you say Mutual of Omaha or United of Omaha, they're going to know that brand. So we're excited to have a file expense solution from Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company. And then we're also going to really conclude with some turnkey sales and marketing systems that we developed. And that's why Alan and the Chelsea Group invited me to join you today to talk about Legacy Safeguard. If you've not seen Legacy Safeguard, man, I hope that this is going to just change your paradigm of how to outline a marketing system to go out to your community with file expense, but also one of the key pieces that we're going to look at is going to be, sorry, I have a little free membership in Legacy Safeguard. One of the keys of working with Chelsea Group is that you get access to Legacy Safeguard just for working with Alan and his team. And I'm going to walk through all the membership benefits and details and what you need to know to be comfortable to make a presentation. So first and foremost, file expense. For many years, and this really been my background with file expense, it was looked at as really an add-on. Not too many people would solely focus on it, but always the paradigm changed, and has the market really proven that file expense is it's hot, it's needed, and more individuals. And I can think of many folks that are close to me personally that have no insurance at all, that need someone like yourself to send them a mailer, to knock on their door, and to work with them on file expense life insurance. So let's look at the untapped market. I'm going to throw out a few statistics from LIMRA that really just open up my eyes and should your own. So 30% of U.S. households, we're talking 35 million people, have zero or no life insurance at all. That is huge. So you can think there in your center of influence, how many people who you know, and then how many people that they know, 30% of those have zero life insurance at all. That's amazing to me. And half of households, they raise their hand and say, you know what, I agree, I need more life insurance. And that's the highest ever, and LIMRA's been around for quite a long time. So people right next door to you, across the street, in your town, in your city, are really begging for more insurance. And 8 out of 10 households, get this, need insurance, but they don't have an agent. That is huge. So we've developed a lot of our marketing systems to help really you get an appointment, set more appointments, make some presentations, and hopefully close more sales and meet the needs of these U.S. households that are out there. And the primary reason Americans are purchasing life insurance is to cover burial and final expenses. This is so true, and I'm sure we could all think of someone that unfortunately passed away recently, how maybe they had or did not have life insurance, and how many loved ones of theirs are still in that same boat. So final expense is untapped. It's an incredible potential. There's some additional stats that I recently read that talked about 70% of women, so 7 out of 10 women, consider life insurance a need. And so that puts it right there with shelter, love, food. They consider life insurance a need. That's a huge stat that I could talk about for a while, but for the sake of time, I want to just paint the picture that final expense is untapped. And if you're just getting into final expense, man, we have some great marketing systems for you. If you've been in final expense a long time, you're definitely nodding your head going, I'm seeing it grow more and more, and as sales just continue to rise. And we all know that seniors are a huge growing market, and they need your help. So we really partnered with United of Omaha Life Insurance Company to give you a solution to meet those needs. A little bit of overview for those of you, I'm sure you know Mutual of Omaha. Wild Kingdom has been huge across several generations. It's even back. They're even on a couple new cable channels now. But since 1926, they've been around, A-plus rated company, leading brand in the industry. They are valued and respected. And I'll tell you, they are committed to this product, to this distribution. Time and time again, I'm able to spend time with them as we roll out new programs and make positive changes to the product. They are committed. They see the future, and they stand behind Chelsea Group and all of you. And then the product, it's got to be competitive, right? And so we continue to make improvements to the product, and it's available in most states. We have a state list, and you can check with Alan and his team, but it's all over the country. And even in New York, it was just launched. So if you know anyone in New York or you do any business there, it's even available in New York under just a different name. So again, strong brand, I can't say that enough. We got quick and predictable issue of business, and policies are getting approved as they're applied for. So if it's applied as level, majority of the policies are getting issued as level. Got daily and accurate commissions, an amazing website to manage business. I believe no one does it better than Mutual of Omaha. And then obviously they have a lot of great underwriting staff, new business staff, and even on the contracting side. If you are getting started, you know you're going to get your writing number and be able to present and write business. Or if you're even mentoring a few agents in your area, or if you're building a small agency, you can know that United of Omaha and Mutual of Omaha stand behind your business from all aspects of the home office. So let's talk a little bit about the product itself. Living Promise is the name of this final expense solution, and it's got a level pay product built in. It's got a cascading applications like we see across many carriers. But the Living Promise goes from $2,000 up to $40,000 face amount. Covers those individuals 45 to 85 years of age. It's got the accelerated death benefit, nursing home rider, built in and optional. But it can also add on an accidental death benefit rider for just a few pennies on the dollar additional. So the terminal illness and nursing home rider is built in. If they want to add on the accidental death benefit rider, they can do that for the level pay. Now the graded benefit product features from $2,000 to $20,000, and obviously, if they answer certain questions, they would just fall right into the graded. It goes up to age 80, and then it also has the application that kind of just walks you through as you're asking those questions. That just really, it's a paint by numbers procedure, and competitive premiums with the graded, and then very competitive premiums, of course, with the level. And again, I can't say it enough. The product is on Mutual of Omaha, United of Omaha paper, great commissions, renewals 2 to 10, excellent renewals 11 plus. If you're looking to really build out those streams, the simplified underwriting is going very, very well. But we're really excited about telesales, and this was just recently approved. We now have an e-application, so there's no face-to-face required. If you choose so, you can do it all through e-signature, and you can even sell this over the phone without driving out there, without knocking on the door. All you need to do is ask some of their health questions, send it over. We get an e-signature on their part. You sign it, completely telesales approved. No reduction of commission for that. It's going very well, and the Chelsea Group has access to that. So, you definitely work with, the top marketing group in the country. If you have any questions and you want to get more into the telesale side, it's really pretty simple, and we have some great training resources on how to get started with it. You just need to be contracted and a product available in your state, and you are good to go for telesales. Of course, on the product itself, even with the telesales, there's no medical exam and there's no point-of-sale phone interview. That is a huge bonus, in my opinion, to really be able to utilize this product, this brand, not have to do a point-of-sale phone interview, get paid quickly, and you can even sell it on its own if you need to. If you're looking at rates, we've worked with Mutual of Omaha to develop a rate calculator. It's been around for many years. We were the first out there in the industry. So if you have a smartphone, or if you're even there on your computer, you can plug it in. If it comes out your clients want $10,000 of death benefit, let's say it's going to be $55 a month. Well, if he or she turned around and said, you know what, I can't afford 55, but I can afford 50. How much will that get for me? So instead of you having to reverse engineer that calculation, this rate calculator will do it for you. You type in there, client wants $50 a month, death benefit, $9,372. So it's very simple, very easy to use, and all you need to do is use our website, ratecal.com, and you have full access to this rate calculator. So that's the product, and we walk through the market opportunity in final expense. So now I want to change direction just a little bit and talk about Legacy Safeguard, because this is really our complete turnkey marketing system that just for working with Chelsea Group, you have access to. And I read a book, it's been a little while, but it's called Blue Ocean Strategy. I'm not sure how many of you have read that book, but what it did is it walked through and it said a Blue Ocean Strategy is a way to make competition irrelevant. But to do that, you got to create a lot of value for you and for the customer. It outlined two types of markets, one being a red market and one being a blue market. And the red ocean or the red market is really defined as the known. And there's a lot of examples of these types of markets, but think commodities. But it's where everyone is just fighting over control of clients, maybe cutting each other on price. One great example is the Medicare market. It's just sold solely on price. If it's within a certain zip code, who's got the cheaper product, the cheaper price? Very few new ideas. Everyone's just fighting over, gas stations or, McDonald's versus Burger King. Everyone's just fighting over the product itself. Well, then it outlines another type of market, or what's called the blue ocean. In the blue ocean is where new markets are created. Someone completely changes the game. Says, you know what? Well, we're not going to play in that red ocean where everyone's, sharks are just fighting over, all the chum. We're gonna play in the blue ocean and play in our own sandbox. And competition is irrelevant in the blue ocean. And I share this with you for this reason. Think about the file expense market. And this is how file expense has been sold quite a bit and too often. So this is a chart here, and I was recently training a group of advisors just like yourself, and they were passing out this form. And I've taken off the carrier logos up top. But it was just all on premium, all on age, availability, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, you know what, we've got to change the game, because the cell phone market was the same way. Think about this phone right here. I'm not sure how many of you probably had this cell phone. I know it. I've seen many of them. But then the cell phone industry came out with the big bag phone, and then they walked through several other generations of flip-type phones. But then the carrier, unlike we see in the Medicare market or even sometimes in the file expense market, we had a company, and we all know, called Apple, that said, you know what, we're not even going to play with these other phones. We're going to completely change the game We're going to play in the blue ocean. And they came out with the iPhone. Many of you probably remember the very first one or second one that came out. It completely changed my paradigm on cell phones. And this example, I think, is important because it was more than a phone. It was more than just buttons and being able to stick it in your shirt pocket. It was a map, a GPS. It almost has replaced the iPod, and it's also a phone. But what it did is it exceeded everyone's expectations, completely changed the market, and became more of a phone, and it brought a lot of value to the table. And that's what we have tried to do. We've focused on the customer. We've ignored the competition, all these other products out there, and we want to create value for you, the advisor, and for your individuals in your community. And we've done so in Legacy Safeguard, because Legacy Safeguard is a complete membership that you, as an advisor, just working and contracting with United of Omaha and working with the Chelsea Group, you get access to this. And the membership itself has 5 core components: legacy planning services, end-of-life planning guidance and assistance, support for survivors, estate planning support, and celebrating life events. So whenever you meet with someone, you're able to give them a membership in Legacy Safeguard and enroll them right there, even if you don't sell the product. And we've done so, and we've utilized a complete presentation. And we've designed this, created this, and if you have the presentation brochure, I promise you, you can walk through this even this evening if you have an appointment in this brochure. It's so simple and easy to use. We've written everything like a script. So I want to walk through a couple of the membership benefits just to give you what the client receives, what value you can offer. And then we're going to transition this, how this affects you and benefit your business, because we've seen advisors take Legacy Safeguard and use a product like United of Omaha Living Promise and completely exceed all their goals and expectations and sales. And we had a record year last year because of Legacy Safeguard United of Omaha. So a couple of benefits in detail. One, your clients, once they become a member, can receive a one-of-a-kind software package, and they can use this on their computer and answer a lot of great questions and legacy-type materials. Record family values, what they want to be remembered for. Valued possessions, what they don't want sold in a garage sale for $1, and who they'd like to pass it down to. Pet care instructions, where do you keep your pet's food or medication? Who's your veterinarian? Historical insights, describe your childhood or your wedding day. Even go through financial accounts, where are your safe deposit boxes, or where do you have CDs, what banks, or what other financial information, deeds to property, etc. And then, of course, final wishes. When that day comes, God forbid when it does for us, but when it does come, how would we like our service to go? What's our preference in who officiates, or etc. They can go as deep as they want, all in this planning guide software. It's all stored on their computer. It can be private labeled with their name, with their family photo. It's all built for the senior market, very simple to use. It's not stored in the cloud. It's all on the security of their own computer. They can email it to family or friends or loved ones. They can print it out. It's a great planning tool to help them get this and their values down on paper and shared with their loved ones. We've also got the Legacy Planning Archive. This really helps avoid stress from the family. So whenever someone passes away, they can call 24/7 into Legacy Safeguard, and their family can get access to this information. And it's going to be everything they need to complete a death certificate, and outlines the members' wishes for their memorial service. So it's a great item and a big piece of Legacy Safeguard. Whenever you enroll your clients, they also get estate planning support, and that includes access and help locating estate planning attorneys across the country. Members also receive a free living will. They can create that online, allow them to communicate their end-of-life wishes, end-of-life plans to the family. And then if they want to do additional estate planning, they can work with the network of attorneys or they can do more online and get further discounts on items such as a will and testament, power of attorney, or any other important legal documents that they feel they need assistance with. A core aspect of the membership of Legacy Safeguard is end-of-life planning. Like I said, we have advisors on call 24/7. So at the time of need, the family can call in, and we see this each and every day where the family says, you know what, Mom was a member, or Dad was a member of Legacy Safeguard. He gave me this membership card, and he said when he passed away to call you guys. And we get those calls, and we can help the family evaluate all the options that are available to them, locating a funeral home, making sure they don't get taken advantage of, and then pricing or maybe things they feel they don't need. And it can also help locate a cemetery and really help create a dignified service and memorial and help them make the informed decisions about paying for those final arrangements. And also even getting that back to the agent to let you know that, Mary Smith passed away. So if you need to meet with the family about any of their planning needs that you've taken care with them, then you can do so. There's also support for survivors that the family can receive, and that includes a wide range of services, including helping file death certificates with the insurance company, making reservations at restaurants, hotels, rent cars, maybe even coordinating security for the family's home. An obituary is two types of ads. Unfortunately, it's an ad to let all the friends in that community know that he or she passed away, but sometimes individuals will see that and they'll know that, hey, everyone's going to be at the funeral. It's a time to go to the person's home and break in and steal something, vandalize. If you remember, not too long ago, Junior Seau passed away, the great linebacker and future Hall of Famer with San Diego Chargers. Well, during his funeral, people broke into his house and stole almost everything that was valuable. And it happened on smaller scales across the country, unfortunately. And then also grief counseling support. Legacy Safeguard, our advisors can recommend programs to help that family through a loss, and even bereavement travel assistance. Make sure the family understands how they can get discounts with airfares to get any close family members back home that do not have the advantage of booking out a flight, in advance. One of probably my favorite benefit of the membership of Legacy Safeguard is celebrating life events. And the reason for that is because members can do this today. They can, where a lot of the membership benefits kick in when they pass away, members can utilize a discount with FTD on gift baskets, wine baskets, even flowers, of course. Anything they have, can you receive a discount just for being a member of Legacy Safeguard. We've also partnered with Walmart, where members can get special negotiated pricing on prescription drugs at Sam's Club, Walmart, neighborhood market pharmacies. This is something that my family even utilizes. And then we've also created what's called the Family Legacy DVD. Members take advantage of this all the time because they can take their favorite family photos, send those in, and what we will do is we will make a custom professional movie of those images. They can pick up the music if they want. They can choose the title slide, and we make all types of Family Legacy DVDs for members. They'll send in wedding information, maybe just history or something for an anniversary, a birthday, a holiday, a family reunion. And these are watched time and time again. And whenever we make these, whoever the advisor is that enrolled that member, we put at the end of this DVD video your name. So after every one of these family members or friends watches this with them, they will see at the very end, provided by Joe Agent. And this is also a great referral tool for you, the advisor. So that's the membership. And Legacy Safeguard is really like a two-sided coin. It's a membership for the client, your customers out there in your community. But like the other side of the coin, it's a turnkey marketing system for you, the agent. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. We've thought of everything needed to take this and run with it. So if you utilize the client presentation brochure, okay, use this as your script, present Legacy Safeguard to the client, And we have it down to a T, exactly how we recommend doing that. Taking the brochure, folding it in half, sharing a few examples of membership benefits, and then transitioning over to final expense. You can also play our presentation DVD to your clients. It says the exact same thing every time, so it will help you in your presentation. Walk through the benefits, even has a few testimonials on there, and walk through exactly what you need to convey how much power and value are in Legacy Safeguard. If reading is your preference, we've written a complete comprehensive marketing guide for how to offer this and how to utilize it with final expense. Whenever you get contracted, you can request a Fast Start kit that will have this marketing guide, client brochures all inside. But we've also got in the recording studio and made an audio CD. This is excellent. If you're driving down the highway, so Highway University, you can read it, you can listen to it on the audio CD, and we've also created a university where you can even watch it. One piece that we've also done is we have the rate calculator, but we've also outlined an excellent way for final expenses to be properly estimated. And we see, unfortunately, all too often that families have a final expense policy, but there's not enough money in there to cover the funeral expenses, let alone what we call family expenses. So I really urge you all to take a look, and we have a whole training on this, to take a look more at the final expense estimator and begin calculating both funeral expenses and family expenses into your policies to make sure they have some additional funds on hand to cover for the lights to be on, for the gas bill to stay going, for any type of mortgage or car payment that might exist. Just whatever their family expenses are, get those tallied in to your overall estimate and better estimate what the total final expenses will be. We've also written a guide on just Final Expense 101. This is a comprehensive training guide on just the basics of final expense. I recommend that you utilize this, in your business. And then another marketing guide that we've written is really a guide to earning referrals. We've changed the paradigm on referrals and can help you not spend an additional dollar, but utilize our Legacy Safeguard referral system, because there's a huge compound effect to referrals. If you were to start getting 30 referrals per week, and I know a lot of you are probably going, that's not even an option. I'm going to show you how it is. If you're a conservative, let's say you got 30 a week, and you were to sell 3 to 5 out of that 30. I'm sure a lot of you can do a lot more than that, but I'm just being conservative here. That's an additional $2,100 of new business per week. So just by asking a referral a little bit differently, and I'm going to show you how, you can write another $100,000 a year, and that number is not excessive. I'm being conservative here. Seriously, we have changed the paradigm on referrals by just like this. So here's how it goes. You enroll someone in Legacy Safeguard, they're now a member, right? To help you feel comfortable to ask for referrals, we've created a new system called, it's a free Legacy Safeguard membership. So you just tell your client, now Mr. and Ms. Smith, you're now a member of Legacy Safeguard, and I'm going to get this sent in to them. But now that you're a member, we believe that part of leaving a legacy is helping others leave one too. So now that you're a member, you can offer a free membership to your friends and family. Now, who would you like to sponsor into Legacy Safeguard? And then, of course, you pause. But sponsorship is key. You're now able to let them sponsor individuals and friends and family. And we see advisors all the time filling these forms out. And the client says, well, why can I only do 6? Well, you know what? We'll make an exception today. You can do a few more. Maybe the husband can do 6. And the wife can do 6. But this changed the paradigm referral. So I hope it takes away really the ability for you just to fill out the paperwork and leave. Instead, start letting them sponsor friends and family into Legacy Safeguard. And then whenever they do, all you need to do is fill out these Legacy Safeguard certificates. And whenever you meet with that friend or family member, this is now your lead card. So you show up with this in hand. It has been provided by, Mary Smith. Now Joan is the person you're meeting with. You can even put on their expiration date if you want to, but this is now your lead card. Like I said, we've thought of everything to help you make more appointments, make more presentations, and close more sales with Legacy Safeguard. So just a few other additional lead type programs that you can utilize. Pre-approach letters and brochures. If you want to add those into current clients, it's a really great piece. I know you all have your own lead program, but these are all really in addition to that if you choose to. Now, there's newspaper inserts, there's magazine ads, and these can be private labeled for you or your agency, or just, with your business name if you need it. There's also group seminar presentations. If you're in the seminar field, we have a great seminar deck or kind of PowerPoint system that you can utilize, the great videos you can show. We have many advisors taking advantage of seminars and setting appointments. And they're setting appointments from the seminar based on Legacy Safeguard. So no longer is it just if you need insurance, set an appointment now. It's if you want to leave a legacy, a lasting legacy, meet with my assistant. We'll get you on the schedule. And just from meeting with me, you can become a member of Legacy Safeguard. All right, so now for additional training support, it's our goal to create a lot of great systems and create excellent products with big name brand carriers. And in doing that, we know that there's some support that's needed. And in working with Chelsea Group, you all have access to what's called Legacy Safeguard University. I said before, we have our complete guide where you can read. We have our audio CD where you can listen. And we have Legacy Safeguard University so you can watch the training. We have complete, I think it's over 18 and 19 training videos. You can log in, register, create an account, get access to this site. And they're all broken up into small pieces that you can digest. So if you just want to watch about referrals and more about the sponsorship, you just watch the 5-minute video on referrals. We don't want you to have to watch an hour video within here. It's just to get a small nugget out. There's already been a huge gold rush, and there's better ways than just mining for gold now. But you can just get all of the key pieces you want. You can download the marketing guides. You can download client marketing pieces and much more on Legacy Safeguard University. All you need to gain access to this is a riding number with United of Omaha. So again, I know I've covered several things, so let's just do a quick recap. First and foremost, we talked about the untapped market in file expense. And that's the first thing we covered because that is the ground floor. That's the foundation that's already laid out there for you guys to build your business upon. We talked about the personal service, individualized to meet your needs that is offered by United of Omaha and also Legacy Safeguard. And the Chelsea Group, I'll tell you, does a fantastic job at serving all of you. You also have a strong brand name with Mutual Omaha and United of Omaha, an excellent product, competitive rates and commission, and then you have the turnkey marketing system and the membership of Legacy Safeguard. So if you combine all of those into one opportunity, you can really change the game with Legacy Safeguard. And I recommend that you really focus this year, being even 2014, on exceeding your goals and writing those down. Okay, writing those down. And I want to just welcome everyone to the blue ocean whenever you use Legacy Safeguard and United of Omaha. So really, with that being said, Alan, I'll hand it back to you.
Hey, thanks, Stephen. Great job. A lot of exciting stuff. Great product. Great service. If you're not contracted with Mutual of Omaha now, go to our website. You can do contracting right online at chelseainsurancegroup.com. And if you'd like to get a marketing kit on Legacy Safeguard, please give us a call. The number's up on the screen, 888-788-8641. I'll repeat that. That's 888-788-8641. I want to thank Stephen again for sharing all this great information and thank all of you for spending the time with us. Give us a call. Love to talk to you about it. Thank you again. Bye-bye.